What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Must Have Wheels Garage. Today I'm going to show you guys my Arrma Limitless project. I started building it in the winter. I haven't had it out too many times, to be honest with you. I'm going to have to start giving this thing some more attention. But I'll give you a quick overview and I'll show you my progress so far. I have some onboard video. I actually put my GoPro on here with the speedometer going so you guys can see this thing in action from a first-person perspective. So I'll go over all the build specs and tell me guys what you think. So the first mod that I actually did to this car, before I even put anything electronic-wise in the car, I did this mod. So that Velcro right there. When I got the car, I just noticed that the side flaps of the body were kind of loose. I didn't want them to open up mid-run and get any air inside the body, causing a parachute or something. So I put some Velcro straps in here, some two-way double-sided Velcro. And then on here, I actually separated these plastic pieces. There's two pieces, bottom and top. And I sandwiched a piece of Lexan in the middle. And I actually bent the Lexan 90 degrees. I put some Velcro tape on both sides. And it kind of just straps it into the... straps the body onto the chassis, which is solid. There's zero movement in that body now. So I'm a lot more comfortable running it without the body flapping around. So that was the first thing that I did. As far as the electronics go, this is only in here for testing purposes, so I can show you guys the fan setup and everything. This is a Castle 2200 kV motor. This came off of a Traxxas UDR. That's why it's black. I just figured it would suit the theme a bit better. Yeah, racing tornado fans. These things move a crazy amount of air. They're super loud and super efficient. The heatsink wraps right around the motor, so this thing is actually really efficient. I haven't seen the motor temps go past 135-ish, and that's after like 3 consistent top speed pulls, so it's working well. The ESC, I started off with a Hobbywing Max 6. I only ran it on 4S just to get everything dialed in. I could not complete a full pass with the Hobbywing Max 6 ESC in there. It would cut out near the top of the speed run, and I would lose throttle, I would lose braking, and it was really sketchy. I tried everything. I tried every configuration possible, cap packs, different batteries, 100C batteries. It didn't matter what I did. I tried to lower the voltage cutoff, the low voltage cutoff, to see if it would help, and nothing helped. So I took it out. This came out shortly after I bought the Max 6. This is a Hobbywing Mamba Monster X 8S. Censored combo, or actually it's not the combo, just the ESC. I dropped this thing in, didn't even do anything with the Castle link, plugged her in, made one pass on 4-cell, and it was a night and day difference. So from then on, my passes have been on 6-cell. And this is a homemade cap pack. I was actually messing around with some cap packs. I made a couple of different configurations, and I compared them with the Castle Creations cap pack. I'm not going to go into much details with these cap packs, but these are literally twice as efficient, and they're actually just twice as good as the Castle packs. And this is just a prototype, so I plan on making more of these in the future. So I might make a post on these cap packs as well. So that's it for the electronics. I got just Amazon digital high torque steering servo. I mean, the thing's meant to go straight, so the steering wasn't too much of a concern for me. And that's it. As far as the chassis goes, I got some HR chassis braces. I got this thing HR, but that's it. It's all pretty much original otherwise. I had to raise the suspension a little bit, and I did stiffen up the springs just because of the downforce. It was way too low out of the box. The first couple of passes I ran with this car, I ran with the stock tires. I took those off and I put these BSR foams. I'll tell you, these BSRs, the car is way more planted. I'm so much more confident running speed runs with this car with these BSR foams. And they're a bit taller, which is nice. It gives you some more ground clearance and does act like a taller gear at the end of the day because of the extra height. So that's pretty much it, guys. There's nothing crazy about this car. It's a very basic setup. This motor, the setup itself is very affordable. I didn't want to go crazy with flipping the center diff around and running a big can TP motor or something like that. I wanted to, in a sense, do a kind of budget build and show that you can still get impressive numbers out of a pretty basic setup. This is still on stock gearing. So right now my max speed is clocked in at 98.8 miles an hour on stock gearing and 6L. So I plan on gearing up from there. I'm gonna go up in small increments just to see what every gear does, and keep an eye on the data logs to make sure that my ripple is still decent. Eventually I'm gonna have to make a better configuration. But as of right now, this cap pack is working flawlessly. Guys, Arrma on this car is ridiculous. They did a lot of R&D on this car, and it shows throughout the run. It just stays planted. You can hit manhole covers and bumps in the road, and I've had this thing lift off the ground mid-run, plant itself back, and you could just see it suck down to the road like almost instantly. It's amazing to watch this thing in action. But the Arrma that it comes with out of the box, in my opinion, is overkill, because it is so planted that these big canards that were on here from the factory, it's just like a wall of resistance when the wind hits it, because they come straight up till about here. So the first few passes I made with everything factory, and then once I dialed it in to the point where I was comfortable with it, I trimmed the spoiler down to the lowest setting, and I took the two front canards, or whatever you want to call them, air ducts, off. I actually gained 11 kilometers an hour, and it did not affect the performance or the stability of the car at all. So I'm going to continue running it like this for now, and we'll see what happens. I'm just going to fire it on just so you guys can hear these monster of fans. They just move so much air. It's actually crazy. So that's it, guys. I'm gonna post up some running videos, some onboard footage, so you guys can check that out, and tell me what you think. If you like what you see, don't forget to like and subscribe, share it with your buddies. Also check me out on Instagram @musthavewheels, where my content is updated a lot more frequently than my YouTube page, and there's all kinds of RC content going on there. So check us out. Thanks for watching, guys. Till next time.